Buenos Dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye up, bye up. In a minuto style and direct fashion, we're going to get straight into the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun is kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. For that, I can say I'm very humbled and I'm very appreciative. So gracias, right? So fucking Wes Watson. Blown backwards, right? Why is everyone against him? What is the reasoning for everyone to dislike this man? Now, coming from one of the most notoriously hated persons on YouTube, myself, I can sympathize with them just a little bit, right? Not a lot of bit, but a little bit. This guy has the world against him, has the world on his shoulders, has the monkeys on his back, right? Now, at the end of the day, it's kind of comadre shit to woof or direct woofing on this man without really knowing him or knowing about him. Now, I will say this. Some of these individuals, some of these guys like my homeboy Dubs and other people that go in on him have reasoning to do it. You know, it's stolen valor. When they've done so much time incarcerated and this man is basically just lying and spewing out the mouth and telling fake stories, well, they're going to feel some type of way. So they're going to take it as disrespect and feel like, hey, man, you're stepping on my toes here, buddy. You're over here making false claims and lying directly about things. And so they have to expose that fact, or they feel the need to let it be known that this guy is full of shit. He's full of 128 G's crammed up his asshole. He's a bullshitter, right? Now, when Wes Watson first came out, it took me nothing but about 30 seconds to realize this motherfucker is phenomenal, right? Not only is he a good talker, not only does he have the gift of gab, the spectacular vernacular, can he fucking twist someone's mente up like that? But he's also working the people over with some bullshit ass stories, and anyone who's been locked up can realize that and tell that within about 20 seconds. This vato is full of shit. That's just what it is. Now, is there a reason for me to sit here and belittle this man and talk down on this man? Knowing how I feel when people do that to me? Not really. Not really, to be honest with you. I'm just being straight up, no added preservatives, real. But at the same time, he makes himself an easy target. He has become a big public figure now. He is a narcissist that likes the attention. So when you're a person that likes attention, that likes to get on social media and talk that rah-rah shit, and talk about you're better than everyone else, and talk that your physique is more phenomenal than everyone else, talk that you look better than everyone else, you got badder chicks than everyone else, you got more money than everyone else, well, everyone else got something to say about that. So lately I've been noticing there's a guy named Johnny Bravo. John Bravo. You know, he's a new guy on the scene. Not really new on the scene. He's been doing this YouTube shit. But he's took a special interest or a special look into what Wes Watson has going. And he's just another one in the long line of people that realizes Wes is a joke. Now, I don't care how many numbers Wes Watson's doing as far as views. I could care less about any views that anyone else does. That's none of my business. If the motherfucker's performing great on YouTube or he's performing less than, boom. It does raise an eyebrow, though, when you see someone with 500,000 subscribers that's only getting a few views. Wes, step your motherfucking game up. Stop sticking hands up each other's assholes, you and your little crew, and get to pushing fucking paint where it ain't. That's all I gotta say, if that's what you do. But Wes has used YouTube as a stepping stone to start marketing himself. He's his own product, right? Now, I've heard so many different stories, and I want to tell you a story about a homeboy. We did our own proper investigation just to find out exactly what Wes Watson's all about. See, I keep hearing all these stories about his platform, and I keep hearing all these stories about how you can get into him helping you be a life coach, and he's a life coach and a prison coach and a fucking coach on how to fucking stick things in your ass. And I mean, he's got all these different plays that he's making, and he's working people out of their hard-earned money. That's the fucking truth. It's the honest to God truth, right? So I got a hold of the homeboy and I was like, bro, let's see what this man's all about. Let's just see, fuck it, for shits and giggles, since he likes giggling when he's sticking stuff up his shit, right? So let's just do it. So the homeboy actually got a hold of him on IG, or got a hold of whoever you got to get a hold of on IG to facilitate, start working this life coach plan out. And the people that got a hold of him told him that Wes Watson's plan was going to be about $6,000. And he was going to get a workout plan. He was going to get dietary supplements, or at least directed in the direction of dietary supplements. He was going to get woke up with phone calls, talk motivational speeches, motivational phone calls. You know what this man got? He got a little pamphlet with a few exercises. I could have did better than that, right? And a toma, go fuck yourself. He was given a phone number that he did try to reach out to Wes. Still to this day, we've been waiting 2 months. He has never gotten a hold of him. I'm saying that to say this. This guy is running a scam. This guy is scamming the people. But if you allow yourself to fall into the clutches of a vulture, well, you're going to get ate up, and that's on you ultimately. I can't be mad at Wes for being a hustler and hustling the people out of their dividends. If you're dumb enough to accept that, to chalk that up, to take that loss, to realize that you got worked and you're not going to do nothing about it, well, that's on you. I'm not mad at Wes Watson. Do I have a personal grudge against Wes Watson like others do? Absolutely not. Does my boy Dubs have a personal grudge? Absolutely not. We just calls it as we sees it. And that's real. Now, the other day I seen someone woofing out the side of their neck and calling Wes Watson a chomo and a this and a that. You can never put that on that man's head, man. It's unfortunate that when you're in social media and people take a dislike to you or don't like you for whatever reason, whether it's warranted or not, that people will woof out the side of their neck and put bad charges on you without paperwork, without going through the proper procedures and really vetting you. I would never say that about Wes Watson because it's untrue as far as the knowledge you get in college. Now, as far as being a woman beater, that's a different story, brother, right? I've never seen paperwork to implicate that he has done that. But I've actually had conversations with his ex, and I can tell you this right now. Whether you like her, you believe her, or you don't, or you believe she's a woman scorned, at the end of the day, I seen some things that made me go, You know, for a man the size of Wes, you know, for a man that's obviously trending out, for a man who has roid rage, for a man who's a narcissist and an asshole, to be doing something to a woman that beautiful. Right? So I'm not trying to work it. I'm just trying to work it a little bit. But for him to be doing something to that woman, regardless, even raising his voice and yelling and pushing and tumbling and fussing and fighting and fucking and whatever he's doing too much. That's not manly. That's not what men that are life coaches do. Okay, if you want to help someone, you help someone by being a good role model and showing them the ways, the error of their ways, right? You don't talk about live how I tell you to live, but I'm going to live differently. That's just not the way it works. These are some of the reasons people don't like you, Wes Watson. This is why John Bravo is exposing your ass. This is why that new cat Bubba is going deeper in your asshole than a 128G has ever been. This is why Dubs does Wes Watson Wednesdays and lets you know just how the world is feeling. We have platforms. We're going to let people know exactly what it is. Now, let me explain something to you. Wes Watson is a good old wood, brother. And I know a lot of good old woods that don't appreciate the way he treats people. They don't appreciate the way he's going about speaking on their business on the internet. Do you guys know that Wes Watson has actually had people convicted of crimes behind stories he has told? That's a fact. Do you understand that Wes Watson says way too much when he should be saying a lot about it a little bit? His stories, he trips up over them. He told one particular story that had me and Dubs laughing. It was hilarious. Okay, I've done a consecutive, well, let's just put it all together. You know what I'm saying? That's consecutive 19 fucking years. I'm not Cat Williams, right? But that is a Slavic Viking, baby. I will tell you this. I've done a total of 19 years in my life, and I've been to visiting several times. And I understand the get down at visiting. So when Wes Watson told this particular story, I damn near broke my phone. I had to throw it so far. I couldn't take it no more. I wasn't upset or mad. It was hilarious that anyone would believe this bullshit. And I understand that a lot of the people that watched Wes Watson at first were people that were interested in the prison genre or people that had been to prison and could identify with a few of the things he said. Just a few, right? But really what Wes Watson was saying to everybody was, give me your money, 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 money. He was bullshitting you. And in this particular story, me and Dub sat down one day. We were going to do a reaction like, fuck it. We ain't got nothing else to do. Let's go in on Wes. It's easy, right? It's easy money. And we're looking at Wes Watson's video, and he talks about his homeboy was in visiting and was bringing some clavo in and swallowed it for whatever reason, started choking and took off running straight to his building. Past the metal detectors, past the cop at the door to search you, past all the other visitors, past the fucking tower on the yard with the Mini 14, past the fucking cops in the fucking Sally Port. Somehow, with the superpowers of Wes, because, you know, Wes is a life coach, this vato was able to run from visiting, choking on a fucking big old 8 ball of fucking clear, and make it all the way to his compa, to his building, through the Sally Port, under the gun tower, past the cop where nobody goes, never got searched, never got stopped. It's just an inmate streaking across the 4-yard. First of all, Wes has never been on a 4-yard. Second of all, you ain't gonna make it fucking 10 steps before you get your ass shot or slammed. This fucking story was hilarious. The next story that he told that made me laugh even more, right? Hey, I laughed so hard, I ended up catching fucking bronchitis from fucking my throat being fucked up from laughing, right? This vato right here, Wes Watson, said that the cops took his homeboy's television, put it in the office, and him and Wes did a secret agent man, made a cuff key or some type of key because they're smart like that, because he's the smartest man in the world since Donald Trump got voted president, right? And this motherfucker made a key, opened up the fucking room where they put the TV, stole the TV back because that's just what real convicts do, and sat there and watched it. When the cop walked by, he just chalked it up to the game. Oh, I guess you got your TV back. If you don't shut the fuck up, Wes Watson, this is the reason why people fuck with you. The bullshit, the lies. Now, I wanted to talk about that Fresh and Fit thing. Remember everyone talked about that. It was the shit going around when he actually was up there fucking going crazy with his skin tight ass white jeans with holes in his knees. And he was talking all that shit. And then the Subway guy checked him. Remember the Subway guy checked him? Was that the Subway guy? Fuck it, he looked like him. He checked him, right? The guy with the, what do they call it? A dad bod. The never seen a weight in his life guy. Hey, he checked Wes. He had Wes mad. Wes was fuming. Because that's what happens to a narcissist and a liar and an asshole. When you put them on the spot and you expose their truth, they don't know how to take it. They malfunction. They Elon Musk. They malfunction, right? This motherfucker right here malfunctioned. Wes Watson deserves whatever he gets because he thinks he's better than everyone else. I know Woods in prison. They don't play that bullshit. They don't walk around like they're more superior, even though they're white pride and they're superior race, brother, according to them. They don't act like it. They don't walk around like their shit don't stink, that they're better than anyone else. They walk around proud to be a white man and ready to handle their business if they need to, not forced to, because they ain't no one forcing a white man to do nothing, brother, right? But if they want to do it. Wes Watson is the walking contradiction to everything a real wood or skin represents. He might have the fucking paint job. He might have the bald head. He might have the blown out asshole. Not saying that all Woods have blown out assholes. I'm just saying Wes Watson does. He might have everything that you think a convict or a white man is supposed to have. But at the end of the day, he doesn't care about the white man, the black or brown man. He don't care about nobody but what you are giving him. He'll play nice until it's ready to slice, right? And then he's gone. This guy was able, and I'm not hating or jealous. I want to get that out of the way. I'm good with what I get and what I got. In life, not everyone's cut from that same cloth. Some people got it, some people don't. This motherfucker was able to bamboozle a whole gaggle of people into believing he was really that one. He was exposed. You know, when this man was like, oh, I was in Donovan and this was happening, it didn't. When this man was like, oh, I was on the level 4-yard in Centinela, no, you weren't. This man was never in the shoe. This man never did any of that. This man was in Oklahoma working in the kitchen, trying to sell a pinner or two. That's it. That's about it. Because of his size and his paint job and his fucking yelling and narcissistic ways, he was able to work over a whole bunch of unknowing people that seen a big guy with tattoos and was like, I want to be like him when I grow up. Well, here's the fucking fact of the matter is, this fool bamboozled the dog shit out of you. And I look this way like I'm talking to someone, but I'm really not. This is just the truth. John Bravo, shout out to you. Keep doing your thing, man. Exposing this lame for exactly who he is. I will not say he's a chomo. I will not say he's a rata. I will not put those type of fucking bad cases on him, because who am I to speak on someone like that when I don't even know what the fuck is going on? I learned my lesson a long time ago. Don't speak on someone without paperwork, and even if you do have it, just put it in the cuts. It's none of your business anyways. I've always been taught one thing and one thing only, especially in the prison system, the California prison system. If you're going to be the man to go up and say, hey, bro, this vato's a fucking rata, this vato's a choma, this vato's a pedo, whatever you're going to say, you better have the papeles. And if you have the PW, if you do righteously have the right PW, you better be the one willing to fucking kill him. You better be the one willing to get him off that yarda, because it's on you, because you brought it up. That doesn't mean don't bring it up and let that type of trash walk the yard with you, but it means better be prepared for what you got to do when you got to do it. That's a fact. You know, Wes Watson gets away with a lot of things, but he doesn't need that on his plate. I'm not protecting this man or speaking up for this man. Fuck this dude. I don't like the way he's talked about the raza in the past. Talk about Mexicans are sloppy and have big old bodies and they eat too much and they can't never get big. I beg to differ, brother. Rest in peace, Wicked. I beg to differ, right, when it comes to the Mexicans, because I know a Mexican right now that'll make you look like Pee Wee Sherman. Stop it. Mecca like a high, you make a high, and you stick your ass up your hole. I already know what it is with Wes Watson. Shout out to Bubba. Now, there's a new guy on the scene going in on Wes. No one knows what he looks like. But hey, in this case, we don't need to know what he looks like. He's headed the right direction. The opposite way of Wes Watson's asshole. So everything's going good. Okay. Another thing that had me and Dubs laughing that I just must speak on, right? And we're doing a blast from the past because everybody knows Wes Watson is the hoop master, Four Finger Wes, right? But when this man talks about hooping legal paperwork, okay, usually when you have legal paperwork, they give you a folder, a manila folder, or they give you a box if you have a lot, like you're a lifer and you're fighting a big case. And you are allowed to have that wherever you go because it is legal paperwork. They cannot deny you in the state of California legal paperwork. It is your right to have your PW on you at all times. You can have it with you. You can hold it in your hand. You can fucking roll it up, put it behind your ear like a leño. You can stick it in your back pocket. No, Wes, not your back pocket. The back, literally the back pocket. You can carry it around the yard. You can do whatever you want because legally it is your legal paperwork and it's up to you to decide who to show it to or not. But you can have it at all times. That is a right in prison. Why the fuck was Hoop Master Wes hooping paperwork that he didn't even have to hoop? That started to go from a motherfucking necessity to a hobby. Do you understand what I'm saying? That vato stuck something up his hobby castle. That vato right there, he was trying to fucking do something strange for a piece of change. I don't know anyone in their life that's ever hooped legal paperwork that you could actually have right there out in front of you for whatever reason. But Wes has. You know, I think when he first came out and he fucking was scaring people, you gotta fucking hoop nice. You don't have to, but unless you're on a 4-yard and you choose to. We're not gonna get into all that, Wes. You know, like I know that you know, motherfucker, you done hooped everything under the sun. Right? Just digging in this shit. It's just a sticky or a tricky situation. Anyway, shout out to John Bravo. Shout out to the homie Dubs, who doesn't hate Wes Watson. We have conversations every day, just like myself. I'm actually open to have an open forum and talk to Wes Watson. But of course, people are going to say, oh yeah, it's too much money to fuck with you. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I'll snatch him up by his earlobe one time for his mind, kick him in his ass, foot will just fall in. You know what I mean? Imagine kicking him in his ass and you just have all kinds of shit on your teeth. That's sticky, right? That's real sticky. Anyways, man, for all these guys that are going on Wes, they asked me a question and let me answer it. Did Wes say the N-word in a derogatory way? He did. He said it with the ER. His truth came out. But what do you expect? He's a good wood, brother. Right? So the wood ways came out in him. It just is what it is, right? Am I mad at him? He said the N-word. I don't know what to say. I wouldn't say it, you know, but it just slipped out and he said it and he's going to have to deal with them consequences. Do whites like him? Not Wood's in prison. You know, I got a Wood homeboy that's in prison right now that said Wes is not in the greatest of standings. But again, Wes doesn't live there anymore. Oh, let's talk about one more thing, though, since we're right here. What's up with getting prison tattoos on the back of your head on the streets? They call me Dago West. That's my motherfucking license. Listen here, stupid ass. Why would you get Dago on the back of your head if they don't like you in Dago? If you don't even live in Dago? That's like me getting Merced blasted on my cheek. Motherfucker, I ain't even been there in a minute. Besides court. Stop it. Stop getting tattoos on your head to try to look like more of a gangster when you ain't shit. You're trying to help people to be a life coach, but you're getting fucking cities blasted on the back of your head like a gang member. Oh yeah, sign me up for that. Right? Stop it. Anyways, man, for everyone that's going in on Wes, I give them respect. But let's keep it real and let's keep it above the line, right? Hey, you can't sit there and talk shit about Wes and call him despicable names or put jackets on him. That you can't do, right? As far as sticking shit up his ass, he self-admitted that, right? As far as the way he treats people, well, you can watch his videos, the 6,000 people that do daily, right? And besides anything else, man, I can't speak on it. Now, as far as the woman beating allegations and all that, obviously nothing ever came of it. So his lady was saying what she said. But Sasuke, she can call on Tyrone anytime. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people. What's the meaning of this? Why'd you even do this video again? I just felt like going in on Wes. Fuck it. Bang, bang.